Hi everyone, in this video, we will discuss congruence and least residue under modular or modulo operator arithmetic. Okay, so before that, let us proceed with the definition of modular arithmetic. It is a system of arithmetic for integers which considers the remainder. So, ang kinukuha nating sagot dito ay yung remainder, no? So, when it comes to modulo operator, the main concern is the remainder after we divide two numbers, okay? So, let us discuss the congruence of modulo arithmetic. So, this is the symbol and it is being read as A is congruent to B modulo M. So, magiging congruent daw yung A sa B modulo M if A minus B or B minus A is divisible by M. So, ang gagawin ninyo, yung first number dito, ima-minus nyo sa number na to. So, vice versa, pwedeng A minus B, pwedeng B minus A. And then, yung difference niya ay i-divide nyo sa number sa modulus. So, if ever na divisible siya, then it is congruent. If it is not divisible, then it is not congruent. No? So, let us have an example. So, let us verify if the congruents are true. So, the first one is 3 is congruent to 9 modulo 2. So, this is A, this is B, and this is M. So, ang gagawin natin, ima-minus lang natin yung A and B. So, it can be 3 minus 9 or 9 minus 3. It's up to you. So, 3 minus 9 equals nyo muna to. And then, i-divide nyo yung naging difference dun sa modulus or dun sa M. So, 2. Pag ang lumabas sa calculator ay walang decimal, katulad niyan, nakikita nyo sa screen, negative 3. So, ibig sabihin, yung difference ng A at B ay divisible dun sa M. And if that's the case, then it is congruent. So, pag nakita nyo sa calcu na whole number siya, then the answer is congruent siya. So, therefore, this is true. Because 3 minus 9 is negative 6 and negative 6 is divisible by 2 kasi nga ang lumabas sa calcu natin ay whole number. Okay? Let us have a second example. 48 is congruent to 15 modulo 12. Again, we will subtract A minus B or B minus A and then whatever's the difference, we will divide it by M. So, 48 minus 15 and then divided by 12. So, ang sagot, 2.75, meron siyang decimal. So, therefore, hindi siya divisible. Pag hindi divisible, it means it is not congruent. So, sinabi niya dito, congruent daw. So, therefore, this one is false. No? Kasi hindi siya congruent because 33, which is yung sagot sa A minus B, ay hindi divisible dun sa M. So, this congruence is false. Okay? Let us have another example. 107 is congruent to 58 modulo 7. So, again, we will subtract 107 minus 58. And then, whatever's the difference, so 49, di-divide nyo dun sa M na 7. So, ang sagot, 7 din. So, wala siyang decimal, whole number siya. So, meaning, congruent siya. Again, if it is congruent, if it is divisible, then it is congruent. So, ayun. So, true to. Okay? So, if it is divisible, whole number, congruent siya. Let us have another example. So, 500 is congruent to 206 modulo 3. So, again, we will subtract 500 minus 206 and then equals muna natin divided by 3. So, 98, again, whole number siya. So, therefore, divisible yung difference ng A and B dun sa M. So, since divisible siya, congruent to. So, true ang ating congruence. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, guys, ganito lang ang option ninyo. So, ima-minus nyo yung A and B and then, i-divide nyo dun sa modulus. Again, dalawa lang ang pwedeng sagot kapag ka nagdi-divide tayo ng numbers. So, kapag ka whole number ang naging sagot ninyo, it means divisible siya. And if it is divisible, then it is congruent. Sorry, lumabas yung, ayan. So, it is congruent, okay? And then, kapag ka ang sagot ninyo ay may decimal or fraction, it means it is not divisible. And if it is not divisible, then it is not congruent. Ayun lang ang tatandaan nyo guys. Whole number or decimal. Okay? Sige, let us have another or last example. So we have here 72 is congruent to 20 modulo 3. So again, 72, subtract natin yung 20 na B, and then 52 yung difference divided by 3. So, ang lumabas sa calcu ko ay may decimal. So, therefore, this is not divisible. And if it is not divisible, it is not congruent. So, sinabi niya congruent daw. So, therefore, false yung kanyang congruence. Okay? So, that is how you know if the modulo A is congruent to B modulo M. Okay? So, now let us proceed with the least residue of a modulo arithmetic. So, to get the least residue is to simply get the remainder when B is divided by M. So, this is the remainder. So, least residue guys, synonymous yan sa word na remainder. Parehas lang ng ibig sabihin yan. Ang ibig sabihin yan is yung matitira na number after we divide two numbers. Okay? So, kung ano yung matitira dun sa numbers na dinivide natin, yun yung least residue or remainder. So, ang symbol ng remainder natin dito is letter R. So, R is equal to B modulo M. How do we get letter R? It is to simply divide B by M. And then, di-divide nyo yung dalawang yan. And then, whatever's the remainder would be the value of R. Okay? So, let us have an example. Ayan. So, again, B modulo M means B divided by M. M is referred to as the modulus or the divisor. So, ang mauuna natin palagi ay yung B. Siya yung dividend. So, B divided by M. Si M po ang denominator or ang divisor or modulus. Okay? So, let us have an example here. Ayan. So, R equals 135 modulo 4. So, again, this is B. This is M. Now, we can do this using long division. Pwede nating isolve to using long division. And then, right after this, I will teach you the shortcut way, yung gagamit lang tayo ng calcu. Okay? So, what will we do kapag ka long division? Ayan. So, i-divide natin na yung 135 sa 4. Pwede naman natin gamitan ng calcu. So, 135 divide by 4. So, ang lalabas na whole number dyan ay 33. So, lalagay nyo yung 33 sa taas. Ayan, di-divide nyo yan. Again, so ang sagot dun sa 135 divide by 4 is 33.75. So, lagay nyo lang yung 33 dun sa taas. And then, after that, multiply nyo lang tong 33 times 4. So, 33 times 4 is 132. So, yung 132 na yon lalagay nyo naman dyan sa baba ng 135. And then, isusubtract nyo lang to. So, 135 minus 132, the answer is 3. Ang sagot natin dito, 3. Kasi yun yung remainder. Okay? So, let us have a second example using long division. So, ito, R equals 512 modulo 9. So, again, di-divide nyo muna, 512 divide by 9. So, ang lumabas sa calcu ko, 56 point something, no? So, i-disregard nyo muna yung decimal. So, yung 56, yun yung ilalagay nyo sa taas. Ayan. So, divide natin, 512 divide by 9. So, 56. And then, 56, imo-multiply nyo sa 9. Ayan. So, 504. Yung lumabas. Ayan. Pag minultiply. And then, the last step is subtract nyo yung 512 minus 504. So, ang sagot, 8. So, the final answer, the least residue of 512 modulo 9 is 8. Okay? Ayan. Now, what if ayaw nyong mag-long division? So, ganito ang technique, no? Ito, dito muna tayo. Ayan. So, ang technique nito, guys, ang gagawin ninyo is, ganun din, yung ginawa nyo kanina, i-divide nyo siya. Ayan. So, ang gagawin natin, divide natin to. So, 512 divided by 9. Ayan. Tapos, kung anong lumabas na whole number dun sa calcu nyo, ay ima-minus nyo. Kasi parang common sense na yun guys, no? Kumbaga, we want to get the least residue. So, dito sa 56.888889 na lumabas sa calcu natin, ang gusto nating makuha dyan is itong whole number na to. I mean, itong decimal na to. Kasi siya yung remainder. No? So, yung 56 na to, ima-minus ko siya. Okay? So, again, ang gagawin ninyo, di-divide nyo muna, 512, divide by 9, and then, whatever's the whole number, isusubtract nyo. So, minus 56, okay? Tas equals nyo ulit. Ang last step is imumultiply nyo dun sa modulus dito, dun sa m. So, times 9. Okay? Then, equals nyo. Ayan, 8. So, same lang dun sa sagot natin kanina na 8. Which is, ginawa natin via long division. So, ito, calcu lang siya. Okay? Again, ganito siya. 512 divide by 9. So, di-divide nyo pa rin. B divide by M. And then, yung whole number na nakita nyo dun sa calcu, which in this case ay 56. So, ima-minus ko yon 56. Then, equals ulit. And then, the last step is to multiply yung modulus, yung 9. So, ang sagot, 8. Okay? Sige, another example. 127 modulo 8. So, 127 divide by 8. Then, equals muna natin. So, dito, ang whole number na nakikita natin ay 15. So, minus 15. Okay? Then, equals. And then, times sa modulus na 8. So, yun yung M, yung 8. So, ang sagot, 7. So, via long division, 127 divided by 8 is 15. 15 times 8 is 120. So, minus nyo lang yan, 7. Okay? Parehas lang. Dito sa lumabas sa calcu natin. Okay? Let us have another example. 1225 modulo 53. So, 1225 divided by 53. Then, again, equals nyo lang. Tapos, ang ima-minus dito is 23. Kasi, yun yung whole number. So, minus 23. And then, equals ulit. And then, the last step, imumultiply ko dun sa modulus, which is 53. So, 53, ang sagot, 6. So, the answer is 6. That's the least residue. Okay? Next, ayan, 57 minus 12, modulo 8. So, very simple lang yan. Ima-minus nyo muna yung 57, yung 12 sa 57. So, 57 minus 12, ang sagot, 45. So, 45 and divided by 8. So, ang lumabas dito, 5.625. So, again, ang whole number dyan is 5. So, ima-minus ko yung 5. And then, equals. And the last step, ita-times ko dun sa M, which is 8. So, that's the last step. So, ang sagot, 5. Okay? Next, 88 times 3, modulo 15. So, unahin ko ulit yung 88 times 3. Okay? So, 264. And then, ibig sabihin nun guys, 264 modulo 15. So, you will do the same process. Di-divide natin yung 264 sa 15. So, ang lumabas sa calcu ko na whole number is 17. So, ima-minus ko yung 17. And then, the last step is ita-times ko dito sa 15 na modulus. So, ang sagot, 9. So, the final answer, the least residue of that is 9. Sige, let us have this. 12 plus 92, modulo 4. So, again, ipa-plus ko muna yung 12 and tsaka yung 92. So, that is 104. Then, i-divide ko sa 4. So, ang lumabas is 26. Dito pa lang, guys, nakita nyo, wala siyang decimal. No? So, ibig sabihin, wala siyang remainder. So, the remainder of this is 0. Kasi, sakto siya na whole number. Pero, pwede nyo rin namang i-minus, but then again, ima-minus nyo to sa 26 mismo. Kasi siya yung whole number eh. So, kung ima-minus nyo man to sa 26 or sa sarili niya, syempre, ang magiging sagot, 0. Tapos, ita-times nyo dun sa M, which is 4, 0 pa rin yan. Okay? So, same pa rin. Okay? Again, 12 plus 92. So, ito yun, 104. Di-divide ko sa 4 equals, ayan, 26 point. Wala siyang decimal. Nakalagay lang dyan 26. So, ibig sabihin, wala siyang remainder. Dun pa lang, ang sagot na natin, 0. Pero kung gusto nyo i-calcu, pwede naman, i-minus nyo dun sa whole number. So, ang whole number dyan, 26 na mismo. So, ang lalabas, 0, ita-times nyo sa M, which is 4, 0 pa din. Okay? Sige, let us have last two examples. So we have here 12 cube modulo 102. So kunin muna natin yung 12 cube or 12 raised to 3. So again, sa calcul natin, merong cube dyan. Or pwede rin namang 12 times 12 times 12. Pero mas marami kayong pipindutin, no? So ito yung 12, ito yung exponent, then 3. So 12 cube, so 1728. Then di-divide natin sa modulus na 102. So, ang lumabas, 16.941. So, dito, ang ating whole number is 16. So, ima-minus ko yung whole number na yun na 16. And then, equals ko ulit. And then, ita-times ko dun sa 102. Ayan. So, ang sagot, 96. So, the least remainder or least residue is 96. Okay, let us have the last one. So, here we have 755 divided by 5 modulo 7. So, unahin natin ulit yung 755 divided by 5. So, we have 151. And then, di-divide natin dun sa m na 7. So, dito, 21 yung ima-minus ko. Ayan. And then, the last step is ita-times dun sa m na 7. So, the answer is 4. So, that is the least residue of a modulo arithmetic.